Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Sorry about the delay. I've been on the phone talking to Virgin Galactic investors and the media, and it's becoming quite apparent to me that Sir Richard Branson did not intend for that message to come across the way it did. It was supposed to be a discussion about some of the other businesses, and it seems that the interviewer kind of hijacked it with the conversation about Virgin Galactic. It was not the intention, or so it seems. So it kind of looks like Richard Branson was not really prepared for that interview and was kind of snowballed into that reply. As we know, Virgin Galactic is regarded as Richard Branson's legacy, and doesn't appear that he wanted to bring the stock down or anything like that, but he was simply applying that he can't afford to put any more into Virgin Galactic. It's already in, but the way it was presented and put across obviously had the adverse effect. It presented those with opportunity to buy the dip, but perhaps no more than that. Anyway, we are pursuing this, and we are going to act on it if our poll is unanimous, inviting Rich on the show, and also doing a petition as well. So to clarify that situation. Anyway, so that's why I was a few minutes late there on the phone. Very important discussion. If you've just turned up, please click subscribe and ring the bell and give me a thumbs up as well. Let me know you're here. That's great. All right, let's go into we've got some stuff to do this afternoon on your behalf. So first of all, let me welcome our guests who are tuned in today on Kick. Welcome to you. There's Mike. Thank you, Mike. If you've not yet followed me on Kick, and if you want to do so, trying to get to 75 followers. It's just like a little challenge from Kick, then I can become a partner. There's my Kick account. Let's go into our Rumble, my Rumblers. Let's just say a quick hello there. There you go. Hi all. Welcome to the show. Let's run into Facebook, X, and we've got some comments to answer here. Let's go straight into Facebook, and we can see we're live just there. If anybody joins me, we're getting lots of people now watch us on Facebook, which is nice. Let me just give that a like. Yeah, look at that. Every day now we get lots of comments and likes, and on Facebook as well. It's amazing. Right, okay, that's good. Let me go into X and just put a like there. Look, there we go. Now then, on our poll, which we are putting forward to Virgin Galactic, we've got 81 votes here. Virgin Galactic shares crashed due to Sir Richard Branson's comments. We had great success with a recent petition. Should I invite Richard for an interview and petition him to reconsider his position on space? As I just explained at the beginning, it may not have been like that, actually. Now we are speaking with the media and finding out. But anyway, if you've not yet voted on it, let me give you the link to my X account. Make sure that you do. There is my X. I'll put it 3 times so you can't miss it. I will give it to my Kicksters as well. There's my Kicksters. I shall give it to my Rumblers as well. There you go. I shall give it to my Facebook audience as well. There you go. And I shall also give it to my... Well, there's no point in giving it to my X accounts. They're already there. Right. So let's have a look. Let's have your comments. I will respond to all my members' comments. So let's have a look. First of all, we've got replying to this Henrik. Good luck to you. This is Henrik from Denmark. Good luck, mate. Good luck to you. Remember, if you want to grow on X, if you engage with someone that engages with you, that's the best way to grow. Silicon Sky, we got more members just joined me. Jordan Allen just followed me. Jordan Allen, owner of Watch Run Scape Fitness. That's cool. There's Jordan Allen. He's followed me today on X. He's got a Watch Run Scape. That's interesting. Wonder what that's all about. And Silicon Sky, thank you for your follow. Just followed me a few moments ago. Francesco Hentony, a negative mind will never give you a positive life. Patience is your best friend. I like that. Francesco Hentony, very good approach to life. And Leo AA1. These are some of my recent followers in the last few minutes. It's a follower every few minutes now. I got a call option of 20. That expires. If by then good luck. It's good money. Let's wish you some luck as well. Good luck to you. Whoops-a-daisy. To you. Okay, let me do that for you. And what else have we got? More followers. Blimey. Who have we got now? Who's following me now in the last few minutes? We've got who's this person here? Love Danper. Welcome to you, Love Danper. They got a big account. Look, followers. They've got 1,800 followers. Jimmy Malouf, welcome to you, Jimmy. Welcome. And Dream High has just followed me as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much for all those new followers there in the last few minutes. Let me scroll up. Let's do it. We're going to the moon. Yes, I believe so. Philip, yes. If we work together, we will. Okay. Whoops. Blimey, sometimes. We will. Okay. There we go. There's to you, Philip. Anybody else I haven't commented? Oh, Henrik. Let me scroll up to there. You too, Martin. Always. Okay. I think I might have got some more followers. Who have we got now? These are, they like, beg your pardon. Right, I think we've caught up. Brilliant. Make sure we catch up with everybody. Fantastic. Now then. How many have we got with us so far? 43. So have you all taken part in the poll? Let's have a look at what the poll is doing right now. And then we'll go back to our stocks. And we got a review this afternoon as well. The poll is now on 83 votes. Preston, thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome as a guest to the channel. 86.7% is saying yes, action required. We've got 20 likes and 10 reposts, which is better than normal, way better than normal, but I know we can do much, much better than that. I don't know why you don't have everybody repost. I don't understand that. I'm going to just call this again, guys. If you've liked the video, if you've liked this comment and you want some action and you voted, please, the way for this to reach Virgin Galactic, the way to get Richard on the show, the way to get action like last time is repost. This is what counts. This is what counts, because this is when it multiplies very, very quickly. You got 83. If we could have 83 reshares, it would go out to hundreds of thousands of people today. Not only will it reach your audiences, but you've also then got X suggesting the comment because people are resharing and reposting. There's 10 reposts, 83, 73 of you haven't done it. What is going on? Please do repost, get involved. Look at that. It's better than normal, but it's still nowhere near as good as we can do it. I know the members have done it. I know the Lucas Aids have done it, but there are 75 of you who haven't. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's like giving it away. So I hope you'll consider that. Let me give you that link again. Copy link. Here we go. I'll give it to you here. Here's the X poll. Please repost. There you go. There it is in the chat. X poll. Please repost. Let me pin that to the top. Make it absolutely crystal clear. All right. Okay. Let's get into it. And let's have a look at the comments before I get going. Hi, Jojo S. Good afternoon. Dylan Wilson. Good evening from the UK. Hello there, Dylan Wilson. I'm from Cornwall. My studio's here in Dallas, Texas, but my house is in Cornwall. On the waiters for Robinhood UK now. Can't wait to get it. I'll be the very, very first. I've had an email from Robinhood. I am going to be the very, very first, not the very first person, but the very first batch. No question about it. Now we've got 12 reposts. Now it's moving. Okay, there we go. Let me give you the invitation to Robinhood. There is the invitation to Robinhood. Make sure that you do get on that. There's my invitation. I am going to be in the very first batch. If you're on my list, you'll be there with me. So if you want to be on day one, which could be later on today, I'm expecting it today. So I've had an email from Robinhood saying you're going to be the very first, and they didn't say today, but I've got a feeling from what I'm hearing at Robinhood it's going to be today. Anyway, there is the 12 now, 12 reposts. Now we're starting to move. That we want to get how many? 83 votes. We want to get 83 reposts. So come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's really get involved. You learned last time that actually we do have a voice and we do change things. Now it's your opportunity to be part of it. All right, don't miss out this time. Nikunj, hi Martin. Are you waiting for $55 on, he's talking to Stephen with regard to oil. Just bought 5,000 shares of Space. Wish me luck. I do wish you the very best of luck. Congratulations to you. 5,000 shares is more than me. That's very, very good. I'm very, very impressed. 5,000 shares. Congratulations to you. Very, very well done indeed. I'm up 27%. I'm holding it, not going anywhere. I'm eagerly waiting for Robinhood UK on the waiting list. Thanks for Martin's link. You're very welcome. If you use my link, you'll be the first. No doubt about it. Thanks, Stephen Nikunj. Will it be quick swing trade for you? We'll talk about oil. Hi, Martin. Just come home. What has happened for Plug today? Just profit taking. Yes, there's no bad news with Plug. Just profit taking. I could have sold my whole thing, but remember, I was down 80%. We got to remember how this is improved from the bottom. We saw the bottom around at the 347. We're at now 420.25. So it's gone back down again, but nowhere near as low as it was. I'm not going to buy it unless it goes to $3. I'm not going to buy it for anything less than my all-time low. Good evening, everyone. Robinhood stock and Bitcoin is on the rise today. Yes, it is. And look at like Plugs rising into the close as well. Robinhood is up now 9%, coming on 10% now. I told you it's a 4 to 6x. No question about it. 100% a 4 to 6x. Cannot stress that enough. Cannot stress that enough. Look at the numbers. Look at the facts. It's there. It's as clear as day. Now then, I did just put out, I wonder if I can get it out now, actually. This was Jim Cramer. I've got some information about Jim Cramer. Robinhood, is this the one? Let me have a quick look. Just bear with me. I'm going to try and get this out. This will really, really help Robinhood.
We are launching imminently to the initial set of customers. In the UK.
Robinhood. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to get this out. Let me... Right. I'm going to do this as we watch Robinhood. I'm going to do this. Why Robinhood is about to skyrocket. UK launch... Forex. Okay, here we go. Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm going to get this out in 14 languages. As I speak to you now, I'm going to do this because this is too big a news to miss. It's going to come out today. Why Robinhood's about to skyrocket. UK launch, Forex, Martyn Lucas Investor, Okay, let me put that down in there. Right. I wonder if anyone wants to watch what I'm doing. If you want to watch what I'm doing, I'll gladly share with you. But I'm going to try and do this as I'm talking to you because it's got to come out straight away. Hood is doing great today. It is. Hi, James. Hi, Henrik. Hi, Stephen. Let me get through all the highs. You guys are the best. Hi, Stephen. Best people in the world here, really. Robinhood. Let me have a look. Hood news today. Here we go. This is just a few minutes ago. CEO on the Bitcoin 24-hour trading potential 9-figure business. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Robinhood co-founder, CEO Vlad Tenev tells you live he's controlling what he can do to jumpstart the online trading platform stock price. Yeah, we're going to Forex. That could happen. You could double. You could get a 2x within days. Looking at the numbers, and I always look at the numbers. As simple as that. Join me first. In the UK. Let me do this. You're watching me do this, making the video at the same time. UK, there we go. Join that list. Get that there. I just haven't got the time to do the videos and the reviews separately. So now I'm trying to just get this done as we are in a live show for you. Okay. Watching Robinhood. I think it's going to go up in the after hours. I think we're going to see it go in the after hours. And let's have a look at this one. Oops, I just got something arrived behind me. Oh, we've got Starbucks. That's because you got the triple points day, innit? Triple points day. Leah's been shopping with... Leah's been buying a Starbucks because it's triple points day. Will space go back to 150? I've always said it could go back to $1 before it goes up ultimately. Yes, it could. It absolutely could. Yeah, it could. We're watching Robinhood very, very closely. Virgin Galactic is barcoding. So waiting for a breakout. It'll probably come tonight as well. And so will Robinhood. They'll probably break together on the close. Okay, so get ready for that. I'm trying to download this. Bear with me. I know this is frustrating a little bit, but I'm actually doing the Robinhood as we speak. Hood. Hood UK. There we go. Right. Okay, here we go. We'll put this out now. We'll do that. We'll premiere this at the end, and we're going to do a review now as well. I promised I'd do a review, so we're going to do a review. And this is breaking news, and this is Hood. There you go. Take that out of there. Watching Robinhood closely. What about your target for Palantir? The Palantir target, I want to buy it at 9. That's when I'd go maybe $5,000. But at 12, 13, 14, I'll start dipping my toe in. Palantir right now is 18, so it's got a long way to go, and it's going to drop next year. I'm sure of it. It got overbought. It can't sustain that. It can't sustain that price. It cannot sustain that price. So there you go. I bought 350 shares of Robinhood today. Congratulations. That is James. I think you're going to be very happy with that. Almost, what's your, almost my Sava review. Delph, your Sava review is, Sava. Where's your Sava review? Delph? Almost my Sava review. You've got a bit of a wait to go, I'm afraid, unless you jump it to the top, but with the super chat. But yeah, you got a bit of a way to go, I'm afraid. There's a lot of reviews. I'm going to try and do a review day tomorrow. I might put out a video. Actually, it's a review day, unless Robinhood. Whoops, get my focus. Unless Robinhood breaks tomorrow, of course. and then I'm going to have to do Robinhood Day special. But if I can tomorrow, I would like to do a multiple review day. That would be good. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. If anyone's interested, let me bring it up. Yeah, we've got a good audience. We're waiting imminently for Robinhood. So we're going to keep our eye on Robinhood. And if you want to see how I do this, while we keep an eye on Robinhood, let me share with you, if you're interested, this is how I do it in 14 languages. This is the page here. And what I do now is I've created a CRT file in my voice with all the words, okay? So I do this. I download a CRT file. Now I've got the full dialogue. I upload it. I upload the file with timing, and it gives me, if I go into my downloads, I've got a full captions SRT file. See, we are launching imminently in the United States with the UK Robinhood. You see all that? And it's all laid out as the text. So now I can publish that in English. I always speak in a certain way, so the algorithm is very accurate on my voice. And then what I do is I add Arabic, I add Chinese, I add, let me just make that a bit clearer for you. I add in Dutch. Now this is important because Robinhood is going to be global soon. Dutch, and then we have French, we have German, and I have Hindi. Yes, I have an audience in India. Italian, got a lot of people listen to me in Italy, and Japan, okay. Then Korean, got a large audience in Korea. PQR, I'm forgetting what I'm doing now. Russian. I've got a large audience in Russian, Spanish. There is my Spanish, and Turkish. Now I want to premiere this at the end of the video because I think Robinhood's going to come out tonight. That's what I'm anticipating, right? So A, C, D, F, G, H, Italian, Japanese, Korean, or Portuguese. I knew I'd missed something. PQR, yes, Portuguese. PO, Portuguese. Right. Then what I do is I auto-translate. So I will auto-translate into Arabic. It's already done in English. I know it's correct. Auto-translate into Chinese. There's my Chinese language there. Auto-translate into Dutch. Take me a few seconds and I'll be right back to you with the price because it's breaking now. It's up 10%. I think that Robinhood is going to break this evening. Auto-translate in French. And the world will notice this because they'll be in Europe next year. That's the plan. If they can do it, the EU and the UK, the rest of Europe will be easy. All right? And they'll just rinse and repeat it. They've basically done all the investment for it. We're at 10.16 now, 10.50, 10.52 on Robinhood. That's why we're doing this. It's going to be imminent. It's going to happen tonight, I think. And I will get it, and you'll all get it with me if you followed my link. Okay, auto translate. And nearly done. Now in Korean, large audience dismiss, auto translate. There you go. And Portuguese, auto translate. I think Robinhood will break this evening also. Yeah, there's every reason to think so. Every reason to think so. It's why I'm watching it very closely. I've also made some friends at Robinhood as well. So I'm communicating with everybody, trying to get the jump on the moment it goes live. And I think it's going to happen tonight in the after hours. I don't know 100%. Nobody does, other than Vlad Tenev, of course. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to break. Now I've done the transcriptions. I do the see now I'm doing the. You can see I'm doing the title and the description now in each language. There is Chinese. See, I do this for every single video. This has to happen for every single video. And Dutch, French, and German always tends to be more letters in their alphabet. If you've ever noticed, if you ever translate something, French and German will always tend to be, you've got to take a few out because they tend to be a little bit longer. They use a few more letters. The most efficient language is Japanese, believe it or not. They use the least. I guess the symbols do more letters. It's interesting, isn't it? If you spend enough time like me translating, you get to realize these things. Anyway, let me take out my name because sometimes it's just too long. Right, we're just about to turn green. The studio is red at the moment. I think we're going to be green any second. Now, if you just tuned in wondering why we're watching Martyn Lucas editing videos, it's because Robinhood is about to break in the UK. I want to be the first person to speak to the British audience. And I'm live all the time. So because I'm live all the time, it's very difficult for me to make videos, which I still do. But sometimes with the reviews, I just can't. There's not enough hours in the day. So sometimes while you're with me, it's all part of the family process. You'll see me actually doing this. And there's no real way of doing it if I'm actually going to sleep at night. Perhaps I just stop sleeping, then I'll have more time. I don't know. What do you suggest? Any ideas? Just don't go to sleep again. That'll probably do it. Right, okay. Now then, there we go. Let me come back to Robinhood, and you can see exactly why I believe this. Look, we're now at 10:54. Right, Robinhood is here. There's my link. Join me first. And we've got all the translations. We've done all the titles. And now we can drop it all in here. Right. Now, if you've ever seen, let me just see if anybody's still with me. Yes, you're still with me. I lost a few people. That's inevitable, I'm afraid. I couldn't avoid that. Now, when I put, you know the little links above my head, whenever you see the little links above my head, when I say point my links above my head, this is what I mean. So let's say I go to my X account and I want to share with you my one of my links about Robinhood. Join me. I'll go to the post. There's one of the posts, say, for example, it's happening as we move in the UK. I copy the link and then I can drop it into here. So I add a link. This is what I do. I add a link like this. And when you put a link in, you've also got to add a little icon as well. Gives it an icon. And X post, I'll call it Join Me in the UK. And then I'll give it a teaser comment like that. That'll do for now. I'll do the rest of the links later. Just want to get it out. And now I'm going to premiere this. Now, we're going to do a review as well before I end the show. So it's now 20 to 3. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to do a review. And then I will do a, this needs a premiere. So I'm just trying to think the best way to do it. So the review could take 45 minutes. So if we say 3:30, I can get done by then. So we'll set a premiere for it. Set as a premiere on today's date, which is the 5th, and we'll premiere this at 3:30. And this is when I think it's going to break this evening. 3:30, right at the end of the show. And it's a premiere for everybody. Right, there we go. Set up as a premiere. Right. Now, this is why I think that Robinhood is going to 4x and my thoughts on it. I'm up 26% on my hood thanks to you. James, you're very welcome. I'm glad that you all bought it when you did. You're up 26%. Very often people are up better than me because I'm already in the stock. I already know where it's going. I've already bought in the stock, but you buy it even lower perhaps. And that's why you're up 26%. I'm only up 20% because I was up higher, then added more when it went lower. That's why you are up more than I am. So congratulations to you. Right, I need to make a review then. So here is tonight's premiere. Let me edit this video. So tonight's show will go directly to the premiere. Hopefully you'll all join me the moment I think Robinhood's going to go live. Customize. This video will take you directly to Robinhood is here. There we go. Activity. That's all done. And right. Okay, I don't need all that open, so I can close that. Right. Wow, now I've got to get the review done before we go live. So I'm going to give everybody this link. This is where we're going to be at the end of the show. If you want to see the full interview and why I think Robinhood is going to be go out tonight and why I think it's going to be a 4X, here is the link. So if you join me for that, you can be part of a bit of history, I think. Live chat. Hi all. Right, I'll give you all the link. This is the Robinhood live interview tonight. Robinhood in the UK premiere. Please all join me, then we can all be in the chat together watching the hood after hours. That would be really, really great. So let me give you the link for that. I will drop it in the chat. Here it comes. Robinhood in the UK premiere. There you go. I'll give you 3 times so you can see it. I'll replace the pin. There we go. 45 minutes. Okay. Time for a review. My next review. Have we got in the show our Rallo? Is it Rallo 1? Is that Rallo 1? So let me just see if Rallo 1 is here. Rallo 1. No, I don't think he's here. Okay. If Rallo's not here, I don't necessarily have to do it straight away. Ah, he's here. He's here. I promised I would do it, so I need to do it. Yes, he's here. Rallo, I'm going to do your request now then. Here we go. I was just about to say I'll leave it to the morning, but you are here, so I will do it for you now. HOFV, Hall of Fame. Okay, there we go. We've got it lined up there. This is our next review. Okay, let me line that up there. Okay, let me add Robinhood as well. HOFV. HOFV. Have we done a review on Jumia? No, I haven't. HOFV. That's the answer to James. Okay, there's that. Scroll out from there. Is there a dividend here? No. So we've got no dividend to post there. Okay. That's an interesting chart. Okay. My portfolio is about to turn green. HOFV. New stock we're looking at today. Hall of Fame. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Good title. So we don't need that, but we do need a back test. We don't need a dividend test. I've got to do it because the premiere is in 45 minutes. Clock is ticking. And it is HOFV, Hall of Fame, 100%, 100%, and compare that to the S&P, and we'll put 100%, we'll put $10,000 in there, and we'll analyze the stock that's running through the software now. There you go. It's given me a, oh my gosh, That's a number and a half. Of course, you know that. Blimey. Right. Okay. That's a number. Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. Okay. Tennis. Okay, I'm looking at what they are. What do they do? November, that's quite recent. That's quite good. What's that there? Okay, I can use that. All right, and then we'll go over to the software. Let me just pick up any major breaking news that I don't know about. That's a long time ago. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's too long. Okay. All right. Okay. This is an interesting one. So we'll have a look at it for you now. I'll start it on the financials. Okay, here we go. Our next review's coming up. Okay. Okay. I used to have that stock. Interesting. Right. We'll go to members only so we don't get silly comments. Interesting. Let's have a look at the numbers. Does it make sense? Is it a good buy? We'll find out in a minute. Well, I wanted my X account to grow. I guess you wake up one day and the world has changed. Look at all these likes, reposts. Jason Fallon reposted 77 of my posts. Have you ever seen anything like this? The engagement is just off the charts. Look at all the reposts. You ask, if you dream too hard, folks, always think about what you dream about. Because if you dream too hard and you work too hard, one day you'll wake up and it's happened. And you'll go, oh, I didn't really want a million. I really didn't want a million. It's like, you asked for it and now you've got it. And now you're moaning. Right, 12. I'm disappointed though that we've not only had 12 reposts though. I got to be honest, I shouldn't say anything because in a minute I'll get 87 and then I have to reply to 87 messages. It's like, I don't know why I said that. Right, I've got to start then. Here we go. So we've got that, we've got the news, we've got everything we need to do now. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's get into it. We've got 45. I can make the premiere go a few minutes late if for some reason I need to do so. So, if I'm in the middle of this. So, Rallo, I won't be cutting yours short. I will be giving you the full review as I always do. So don't worry about that. If I go longer, I'll just change it. I will change my time that I'm going live. All right. Okay. Let's have a quick look at what Robinhood is doing. 10.94. 10.94. So, okay, looks like tomorrow is going to be a special for Robinhood. So what we're going to do, we're going to start this review right now. I'm going to extend it. I'm going to put back my review if I've not, the premiere, if I've not yet finished this. So what I'm going to do, just bear with me one more moment. I'm going to put this out. This is what I do. If anyone's ever wondered, this is what I do. This is how I do it. This is on StockTwits. We start with StockTwits, and we use the dollar symbol, and we go HOOD, Robinhood. Robinhood is a 4x coming to the UK tonight. I'm going to go for that. I have my account on standby. Join me live for the Vlad interview. Okay, there it is. Let me give you the link to that. Make sure that's all out. And once it's in StockTwits, I can add the hashtag Hood, Robinhood, Martyn Lucas Investor. Okay, I'm bullish. Of course I am. There is the link. Coming to the UK tonight. I have my account on standby. There we go. And let me put that in there. And then post that on to, you watch all the hate I get for that on StockTwits. They don't like it. The people that live on StockTwits are looking all the time to short the stocks because of what happened with GameStop. But anyway, too bad, isn't it? Post it there. Now, you often notice, if anyone's ever noticed, why I post twice. I post twice because one is with a thumbnail like that, and then one is with the actual picture itself. And there's a good reason for that. They react very differently. So sometimes you'll notice I post twice. That's just because the way the thumbnail sits in the algorithm. And that's the reason for that. Okay. And we'll put that on the Facebook page and group. Goes in there. And publish original post. And lastly, Instagram and Threads. If you don't follow me on Threads, there's a different audience. This is how I find a lot out about the stocks internally for people who work at the factory, stuff like that. Create, put the post there. Now with Instagram, of course, you can't share links. It doesn't let you share links. So what you do is you create an image like that. Make sure it's 16 by 9. You drop it. If you haven't ever done this, this is what you do. You drop it in. And then you go link in profile. If you add an address, it's regarded as spam. They don't share it as much. Link in profile. So I strongly suggest you do link in profile and then have your links in your profile on Instagram. That is how you do that. Okay. And then on Threads, it's very different. You can, hello, we've got a young lady there. Look, hello, how are you? Telling us a story. You see it all. But on Threads, you can share the link. It's very different. And as always, you know, I always like my own posts. Don't care if people don't like it. I always do. Always like your own post. Why not? Live in a world of endless possibilities. Okay, I think I've done it. And back to Facebook now. You can see I can share it to the group. So I reply to all of your comments on the group as well. So that's the premiere tonight. That's where what I see is about to go 4x. And I want all my members to know about it because it's still a good buy now. Of course it is. It's going to $40. Okay, let's do our review. We're ready to rock and roll. I think we're definitely going to have to extend my premiere, but then that's fine. If I do, I do. You never know, I might get through it quicker. Right, Hall of Fame. So, Rallo, if you want to comment or anybody else wants to comment on this review, you can do a super chat during the video. So it will, you know, if you want to say something great about the business or anything like that, it will read it out and it'll add it to the show. It'll add it to the evergreen video that will live there forever. So because of that, we go members only, so we don't get trolls come in and say silly stuff during the video. We don't want to ruin the video, but it's ready to go. Are you ready? Here we go. It's time for another review. All right, here we go. It's time for another stock review. This time, quite exciting, Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment. I don't know if I've ever worked at one of these locations, but during the next X amount of minutes, we are going to look at the full breakdown of this company. We're going to look at the financials. We're going to see who's buying, who's selling on the inside. We're going to look at the balance sheet, the profit, the margin. I'm going to give it a full profitability score and a solvency score. We're going to look at the website. We're going to cover the latest news. We're going to cover all this over this video, and it's honest, it's true, it's real. No one sponsors me to present these reviews. I do them for my members. It's just part of the service, and it's honest. You might not like what I'm going to say, but I tell you how it is. We look at the numbers using the most advanced algorithmic software. I'm partnered with Alpha Spread, and all my members can get a fantastic version platform and use of this platform, which basically makes my membership for free. And we run the numbers through our algorithmic software, which gives us a real analysis of a stock. It's not done by those who are sponsored by the companies or they are paid by the companies. This is the real numbers, and it gives me the opportunity to make an informed decision whether I should buy the stock or not. So give you an informed decision whether it's worth it for you. And I have to say, this is working very well for me. My portfolio is consistently up. I'm up from 5,000 to nearly 67. And if it wasn't for Virgin Galactic, I'd be nearly at 68, 69 right now. 1,000, that is, from 5,000. Using value to buy a stock, not just buying rubbish, but looking at the numbers and thereby giving myself the best chance of success. Let's get straight into it. It's your very first time, click subscribe and ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up, shares the video out as well. I'm making this during a live video. If anyone does a super chat, it will appear on the screen if they want to leave a comment about the video and all the rest of it. Okay, let's get straight into the review. So first thing we want to do is look at the stock in a very basic form. First of all, the review will get a lot more deep and in depth, but we'll start off with a very basic look at it. And I don't apologize for that. Investing can be simple. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated at all. You can make good money from keeping it simple. Keep your mind clear and focused. Let's look at the chart first of all, a very basic line chart. We can see the company was founded in 2015. It looks like it IPO'd in 18. Straight long here, and then fell off a cliff when it IPO'd. Boom, boom, boom. Down she goes, and she's been going down all the way. And now she's worth $2 and $3.69. Okay, what is the Hall of Fame Entertainment? Sounds very rock and roll. I was awarded the World Piano Man and performed all over the world as voted by Elton John. So I like the sound of this. Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company is a resort an entertainment company which leverages the power and popularity of professional football and its legendary players in partnership with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay, niche then, very niche by the sound of it. The company was founded in 2015 and headquartered in Ohio. Show more. Why not? See a bit more. The name of HOFE is Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. Okay, let's have a look. It was Michael Crawford. CEO Michael Crawford. Now, for those of you who don't know, I performed as the Phantom of the Opera. I don't think it's the same Michael Crawford. You don't know. Can anyone research that for me? I performed as a Phantom of the Opera. Is the original Phantom the CEO of this? If so, I'm buying it just to support my mate. Michael Crawford. I've no idea. I doubt it very much. I can't see it, but you never know. Employees 140. I doubt it. I doubt it. Employees 114. It's a small company, Canton, Ohio, founded in 2015. It's regarded at very high risk, 100% maintenance. Which means if you're using margin, it is the highest risk they allocate to it, 100%, at least on Robinhood. I'm sure that's pretty universal. 25% would be the lowest. Okay. Scrolling down, market cap 23 million. Very, very important to note. This is a very, very, very small company. It's a penny stock, under $5. Everything is a penny stock. But the market cap is purely the outstanding shares, the value that people are prepared to pay for the outstanding shares. That is not the value of the company, and we'll come on to the true value of the company later. It could be overvalued, undervalued. We don't know yet. High today is 375. The 52-week high is 1644. Very volatile then. Price to earnings ratio, that's the price that you're paying to the earnings. So it gives you a valuation. Now, you need to compare that to others in the sector. No point going, well, Tesla is 60 or 70 times earnings. Well, it's a very different sector, and they can have a higher PE ratio. So you do need to look at that, compare it, and I will give you some comparisons in a minute, which you can compare yourself to compare, is it good value compared to the industry? Okay, low today, 361, 52-week low, 231. A lot of volatility here. Dividend yield is just a growth stock. There's no dividend. Remember, if you are looking for a stock with a dividend, it's a very different structure. It's a very different type of investing. And we have videos explaining that. You can look on my homepage of my channel to know the difference between growth and dividend stocks. There's a whole series of instructional videos on that. Average volume, 20,000. There is no volume. There's hardly any movement here, or at least there's movement, but there's very little volatility. So the stock can move very quickly in a tight range, and you may not actually get the price that you want. So always make sure on a stock like this, most certainly, that you do put a limit. A limit buy. Don't just try and buy the stock. Just set the limit you want to buy. But you can find a stock with a low volume means you could end up being stuck in a stock because no one's buying it. There's no movement. There's no liquidity. You could see the stock go down and no one's prepared to buy it off you. You can be stuck, and you can end up finding that you've now got a stock worth 1 pence, 1 cent. So just be very, very careful of that. Okay, earnings. As we can see, the company is losing money, and it's been steadily going down as well, which we don't want to see, because a company like this, if we think about it, was this kind of business would have been down during COVID. After COVID, businesses, we are seeing the real public businesses where they are dealing with the customer, human beings, back on the, back in their buildings and so on and so forth, improving. So we don't want to see a company where it relies on, foot traffic and people attending live events going down. You'd ask yourself, well, why is that? After COVID, you'd expect this to be going up if it had any kind of chance of success. So that's not good. We don't like seeing that. And it is missing, other than once, it's missing Wall Street targets as well, which is why the stock's going down. But remember, Wall Street are rubbish at analyzing. They're not investors, they're traders. They're rubbish at analyzing stocks. And to be perfectly frank, they might be incentivized to drive the stock down and then reverse their opinion. That does happen as well. I've spoken to people who do that. SNDL were cannabis stocks. These are other companies that people that buy this stock invest in. I show it because it gives an intention, a sentiment of how the stock will trade. SNDL is in the list. Zomedica, I don't know much about that. SNDL is very volatile. Centro Electric, I'm sorry, I don't know, but these are all penny stocks. Now, this is very interesting because they're all penny stocks. They're all penny stocks, which is not good. That tells you no institutions, no big investors are people that buy J&J, Coca-Cola are not interested in this. So you've got a very unstable, very volatile stock from people who are primarily gamblers. And I'm going to be quite frank. If you're buying a stock for 17 cents, 16 cents, you are a gambler. I won't touch a stock like that. If it goes that low, I'm just not interested. It might get that low, and I'm holding it because I'm holding a bag, but I'm certainly not buying down there. I'll never buy a stock. That's like going out and buying a broken, bashed up bashed up car and going, well, it's only $5. Yeah, but it's broken and bashed up. I'm not interested. I don't want to buy a broken, bashed up load of rubbish. So it's very, very volatile right now, and we're gonna get some very alarming figures in a minute, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go over now and look at this company. This was their last earnings, 13th of November, and we're gonna just this is their this is breaking news from the company. There isn't that much news around. There isn't that much to say about this company, but I will give you a headline here. This is just a sort of 2 weeks ago on their last earnings. The performance of the last quarter is a great testament to the company's commitment to our game plan, shared Michael Crawford, HOFV president and CEO. Our continued ability to execute and deliver against several key strategic initiatives allowed us to deliver record revenue in Q3. We are continuing to drive measurable growth with each of our business verticals while responsibly implementing effective ways to reduce expenses. It is exciting to see the synergistic business and revenue model that we have been talking about come to life as our campus becomes increasingly operational and our media and gaming enterprises continue to develop in meaningful ways as we continue to take steps to improve our balance sheet and achieve our long-term financial targets. Now, of course, this is a pitch to its investors. This is their report. I am going to check the numbers in a minute, so I'm not going to go through these numbers. We'll have these in a moment where I can verify them. Let's have a quick look at the Hall of Fame website, HOFV. Past 2023. Let's have a scroll down and see how the website looks. Let's have a little look at it. This is it. Gold Summit Gaming Hall of Fame Village. Remember what this company is. Hall of Fame Resorts Entertainment Company appoints Hall of Fame famer Jerome Bettis to its board of directors. Let's have another look of what it is again and get some idea of what we're buying here. The Hall of Fame Resort Company is a leading sports, entertainment, and media enterprise headquartered in Ohio. Established in 2020, the publicly traded company is a result of a merger between HOF Village LLC, a partnership between Pro Football Hall of Fame and Industrial Realty Group, IRG, which began in 2016, and Gordon Point GPAQ Acquisition Company under the leadership of seasoned executive Michael Crawford. The combined entity is poised to capitalize on its unique partnership with the most dominant professional sports brand in the country. Okay, that gives us a flavor of what the company is, but let's go now and look at the balance sheet, the numbers, whether this is actually worth investing in or not. All right, here we go. Let's go straight into it and let's have a look. And I will also give you any warnings if the information isn't fully clear. So first of all, if we look at the best case scenario, it's undervalued at 98% undervalued. Best case scenario. Best case scenario would be low interest rates, everything back to normal, minimal macro conditions. We're certainly not there right now. And if they have any debt, they are paying a premium for it. So there's no best case here. Let me just remind you how I get these figures. These figures are run for the most advanced algorithmic software based upon their earnings, their margin, their debt position, and everything else. So we get some accurate figures. It's not based upon, popularity or who's paying who or who's sponsoring who. These are good, solid figures. Base case, that's where we like to see it right now. That's probably where we are now. 97% undervaluation. Okay, looks cheap, but it could be what's called a value trap. We'll come on to that if there is a warning. And worst case scenario, it is undervalued 95%. So it does look very, very undervalued. We like that. That's the purpose of these reviews. That's the purpose of this software. Very, very good indeed. However, we got to check if we have any valuation warnings. We don't. It's looked a fair valuation. And the reason why I mentioned that is we could have really good figures like that, which would suggest a buy, a potential, but there could be figures missing, which would mislead us. We need to look at further information. So this does look very promising so far. There are no warnings. Wall Street target 273%, exceptional growth 57%, positive gross profit 14 million, relative value all looking green. Everything looks good so far. It's a buy from me so far. However, no matter how good it is, I wouldn't buy this stock right off the bat because it's not the sort of thing that interests me. If I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to study it. I'm not going to be on top of it. It's not right for me. However, that doesn't mean to say it's not right for you. Okay, good time to buy it now. Unquestionably, we do seem to be trading along a level plane that has flattened out. Maybe if the financials add up, this could be a very nice buy. It's looking quite good so far. Let's look at the financials. The financials is increasing. Revenue is increasing, up 3% on the most recent range, 20.5 million. Very, very good indeed. Very good indeed. But what we have here is estimates with a very steep S-curve. Admittedly, that's a couple of years away. There must be something in the pipeline that we could discover that they think is down the line. So it's one of those stocks that you have to give some time to, but it could be a massive pump in the future. The analysts are giving it a real S-curve there. That's a real S-curve. Good so far. Operating income is negative 41.7 million. They're spending money. They're investing. They're probably building out the infrastructure. But nevertheless, that's improving. And operating income is moving up, looking good. Net income, we can see, this is probably COVID, is it? 2022. No, it's not. They weren't around in COVID. Okay, I apologize. I was one. Oh, hello, Seventh Orbit. Welcome to the show. This is interesting. A nice little curve here. Net income is moving up. Okay. Operating cash flow up 10%. Looking very good so far, I have to say. It's looking good. It's a buy from me so far. Capital expenditure. Now, this is what's important. They have been investing more and more and more. Now they're reducing. And they're expected. Now they're reducing even further. They are spending less and less and less. They've built out their system. That's good, but like Robinhood we talked about earlier. Free cash flow improving. I got to say, everything's looking very good so far. The balance sheet is very important. We did a review we did a poll on our channel, and we found that majority of people hadn't actually read the balance sheet, and they should have done so, and they didn't. So anyway, balance sheet is 447 million. So it's a very small company. However, 300 million is assets. What we don't want to see is long-term debt. We don't want to see that. We want to see them spending money on, they have like expenses, doing things, building out things, paying wages, doing whatever they're doing. But we don't want to see huge amounts of debt because we're about 75% liabilities of their assets. That's okay. That's fine. It's not more liabilities than assets. It's about the maximum we want to go to ratio-wise. We don't want to see too much long-term debt. 202 million. We see a bit of debt. 202 million out of 300. It's a third, or is it 2/3 of their liabilities is long-term debt. However, new business, they obviously had to borrow money. They didn't start with a pot of money. Much better to start with a pot of money. You've not got to borrow, and then you can grow a lot faster. If you've got to borrow a lot of money to start your business, then obviously you're not as efficient. Your margins aren't as great because you've got debts to pay. And right now, it's the hardest time. But if they can get over this time, come the spring and the summer, rates are going to come down, things are going to get easier. And having so much debt is a negative, but it can also be a catalyst because now the rates are going to come down and save them a lot of money. So it could actually go in their favor having so much debt at the right time as well. So let's have a look. As we can see, long-term debt is what it's all about. They obviously had to borrow money to set the business up. It's 67%. Very high. However, it can go in your favor if you're able to survive and pay that down, because then the share price would get a massive rally, because at the next report, if they could say we've reduced our long-term liabilities, our long-term debt by 20%, that's a massive catalyst that would improve their solvency score. Let's have a look at the margins now. The margins, again, you want to compare this to their competitors to see how it stacks up. They were 94%. They've reduced probably because they've been spending money reinvesting. The good news is it's starting to move up again. It was 59, it's now 63. Margins are improving. That's good. Operating margin is improving. That's good. It was a lot worse. It's moving up. Net margins improving. FCF margins improving. Return on OCE is improving. It's all improving. So return on equity is improving. Okay, not so bad. Now then, profitability score. Okay. Exceptional 3 years growth, positive gross profit, exceptional revenue growth, all ticks, exceptional 1 year growth, 33. Profitability is okay. For a new business, you're not going to make that much money straight off the bat. However, they are making some. Their profitability score is okay. They've got an okay score for a new business. But like I said, here is the warning. Big flashing red light. 17, solvency score. Can the business go bust? Yes. That's why the share price is low. Everything up to this point was great. But like I said, they have a lot of debt, and it's 2/3 of their liabilities. So it's not their ongoing expenses and running the resorts and doing all great stuff. It's servicing debt. That's not good. They need some money. They might need to dilute, raise some funds, what have you. Maybe they've already done that. I don't know. I doubt it, because otherwise their debt would be reduced. But anyway, long-term solvency, good. Long-term DE is good. But short-term solvency and positive net debt is bad. It's not as bad as it can be. It can be worse than this, but not worse. Not much worse. However, like I've said, if you can buy a company, this is what Warren Buffett does. He buys a company that's down, that has huge potential. So in other words, everything so far looked good until we looked at the debt situation. The debt situation could immediately be resolved in the spring with interest rates coming down, be a massive catalyst. And what I'd expect to see, would be if the rates come down, the company could dilute. They could dilute, because now the share price will go up to, say, $6-7. They will dilute back to $5, reduce their debts, but then the shareholder does get a bit stuffed doing that. So I would want to be making friends at the company and finding out, are they likely to dilute? If they say no, we don't need to dilute, we're not going to stuff it to the investor, and they can pay off the debt when it comes down. There's enough running capital to pay off enough cash flow to pay off the debt once things improve. With the rates coming down, then this could be a really good catalyst. Anyway, let's move on. We look at the upside of this, 320%. Wall Street again. Wall Street are rubbish at analysing stocks. They're all sponsored. They're all paid to do it. They've all got a bit of a reason to promote one stock over another. A lot of manipulation. I don't buy a word of this. But they say 320%. Average is 273%, even at worst case scenarios. It's a definite buy from the point of view as if you believe in the company can survive and it can pay down its debts, great. You've got some competition here. You can go and check out the competition. I'm going to give you the link for that in a moment. The good news is, from the point of view of inside trading, we've only had buy-ins. And we've had buy-ins some months ago when the price was high. And they've not sold on the way down. That is another big green tick. A nice big green tick. We want to see buy-ins, but we want to see them in the past, not now. Because if they've happened now, you're already chasing the stock. You want to buy before the next round of buy-ins, obviously, right? If they've just bought in, the stock's gone up, you're now paying a premium. They bought 6 to 9 months ago, and in fact, it was May 19th, if I zoom in here, May 19th, by Michael Crawford, the CEO, who bought $34,000. Now, again, that's not that much. I've got $22,000 of J&J. So, $34,000 isn't a lot. It might be more of a message, though, to say, look, guys, I'm even buying the shares myself. I believe in the company. It could be that kind of sentiment. Again, that's why you make friends at the company and you get to understand how people work. Short interest. Wow. 35%. That's the highest I have seen on a stock since GameStop. 35%. Short squeeze. Extremely likely. Anything over 20 is excessive. GameStop, one of the greatest short squeeze in history, was 100%. I've been calling for a short squeeze on Virgin Galactic at 20%. This is 35%. This is massive. This is massive. This is short squeeze imminent, no doubt. So a lot of negativity around the stock. A lot of negativity around the stock driving that down. Do we have a sentiment score? We don't. We don't, because we don't have enough news. We cannot produce without the data. There's not enough sentiment. There's not enough news. No one's covering it. It's not getting attention. Somebody like me can rank number one for this stock very, very easily on Google and on YouTube, and really send the message out about this stock. So I'm not a pump and dump channel. I'm here to be honest. I'm not paid by anyone. No one can tell me what to say or whatever. But I will tell you, there is no news. There is no Yahoo was 2 years ago, last news. No sentiment, nothing. 35% short interest. This video that I'm doing now will be a big video. I'm telling you that now, and being such a small company and my channel being the size it is, this could trend very, very quickly. So that being said, I'm not giving you any financial advice or telling you the direction of the company, but with such a small company, with such amount of short interest, with nobody else covering it, this could be a big move on my channel. I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets a lot of views within the first sort of 2 or 3 days, because people will jump all over stuff like this. This has not been discovered before. This is quite new, bringing you something here a little bit new. So my thoughts on this are, let me just wrap up this video. We've got time. My thoughts on this video, let me be quite frank. It's not the sort of stock that I would buy. However, it has the highest amount of short interest I have seen for a while. Doesn't mean to say it's going to short squeeze just because it's got a lot of short interest. It means the stock has been driven down. However, with the slightest amount of push and volume in the right direction, with somebody online, with some media making a video on this stock, with some interest around it, with the fact that the figures are all pretty good other than the debt, which is a catalyst to promote the stock if they can just get through the next couple of months, this potentially could be a huge swing upward. So, while I'm looking at this and just wrapping up the video, I'm looking at Mullen, which is regarded as a scam stock, which has a heavy amount of short interest. I thought so. And they're complaining that it's got too much short interest. This is Mullen. 12%. 12%. It's not going to short squeeze. It's just rubbish. It's just rubbish. However, Hall of Fame Resorts, looking at the balance sheet, is not rubbish, with a 300% more short interest on it. This and Mullen reckon they're going to get a short squeeze, which they're not. They're talking rubbish. No one's buying it. It's junk. However, this could get a short squeeze. This video will probably trend on Google and YouTube, and a lot of people will probably talk about this within the next 12 to 36 hours. So there's the end of my review. I would like to thank Rallo1 for bringing this to my attention. I think this is going to be a very volatile stock. I know it sounds silly to say it's either going to go up or go down, but a lot of this was good. A lot of the balance sheet was good. A lot of the valuations were good. It's the sort of stock that can short squeeze very easily with some attention on it. I think my channel will bring that, and I think this could be a stock you might consider buying and setting a stop trail order and perhaps running it like that. There's my review. Click above my head for more information. Click down below in this for more links to my social media and all my other reviews. I'll put my entire list of reviews over here and down here. Hall of Fame. I'm going to look at this one. I might actually buy a moon bag after I've done a bit of research, put this video out, see how it starts to move. This could be a short squeeze imminent for this stock. With a bit of volume, most certainly. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Interesting. Okay, back to my main portfolio. Back to here. Going to keep my eye on that. Might just buy a few for the hell of it. Might just buy a few. Okay. Right. We are now about to go into the Robinhood Premiere. Here is the link. Rallo, thank you, Martyn. It's a personal hometown stock for me, and yes, they attached a Hilton to it. Okay. Rallo. Well, when this video comes out, which will be probably tonight, I want to get this out quickly. I've got Sensei on the phone. When this video comes out, I'd like you to watch it. If you want to put a super thanks beneath it to promote it out, then you can. But I think this could be a very interesting situation. Add to the left. Add to the right. We've got Sensei on the phone. Let me jump in here. We've got a world premiere in I'm going to change the time. Sensei, good afternoon. Let me put your name on the screen. It is. How are you, mate?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on the show, Martyn. How are you doing?
You're welcome, mate. Whenever you want to come on and speak to the world, you've got a voice, my friend. How can I help you this afternoon, mate?
Brilliant. Have you seen the price of Bitcoin? It's now trading basically at 44,000.
He's loving it, isn't he? He's loving it. Do you know what? I love this. I love when you all get excited and passionate and happy about stuff. So let me just change our premiere. We are supposed to be premiering a video in 3 minutes, and you've now ruined it, Sensei. So you've ruined it.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just
know
that you ruined it. Right? That's all I need you to know. Let me let me go into it. It's Robinhood is here. I'm going to adjust the time. Premiere, we'll make it in another 15 minutes. I said I might do that. 3:45. Is that enough time for you to talk about Bitcoin, Sensei?
Of course, yes.
Right. There we go. Just want to make sure that Sensei's happy. You got to keep your friends happy, right? Right. 3:45. I just adjusted it. So it's going to go live in a few more minutes. So we've already got 6 waiting. I knew this was going to be popular. I knew this was going to be great. So this is the video. It's going to be live in 17 minutes now. Come on in here. I'll be there in just a few minutes. You know, once we've given Sensei a little bit of time here. So Sensei wants to talk about Bitcoin. We should probably just set a record for this. So where are we now? We're at, let's have a little look. We've got time. Let me give everybody the link to the Robinhood Premiere, which is in 17 minutes now. Sorry about that. Blame Sensei. There it is. Pinned to the top. But we are going to do, what time did I go live? So an hour 30. We've got 1 hour 30 BTC. And we had just before we had our review, which was for Rallo 1. He'll be happy. I think it could be a short squeeze potential there. Cut. Let me put it at the top just before that. Right, I've got everything laid up. So Sensei wants to talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin then, shall we? Bring it up on the chart. We'll see how my crypto challenge is doing and everything else. BTC. Bring it up there. Okay. Oh, hello, nearly 44. Looking good. Right. Let's go over to production screen. Go into there. Let's talk Bitcoin. We've got live on the phone our expert. I like to call him that because he knows a damn sight more about it than I do. But here is Sensei Crypto, who's done exceptionally well in our crypto challenge. Congratulations to you, Sensei. And I will actually share your link out and explain what that's all about in a few moments. But yes, Sensei, talk to us about Bitcoin, 43,814. Talk to us, mate.
Yeah, it's quite a sight. We did know this is a possibility, hence why over 50% of our funds were deployed in crypto. Half was cash, half was crypto. But now, obviously, our crypto position has really overtaken our cash position. We've got 600 or so in cash, and now I don't even know how much, nearly £2,000 worth of crypto, dollars worth of crypto, just under. But there will be a time where we need to readjust that position, get some more cash in the bank. But yeah, I mean, it is surprising, but it's not something Bitcoin hasn't done before. Yeah, I see that you're showing the crypto balance there. So yeah, it's 2,234.
And
so
look, we have 608 in cash. That just shows you the level of discipline and structure that you have on our crypto challenge. You didn't just go, let's buy everything. There's still 600. So when you think about it, it was only $400 that's taken us to here. So it's pretty impressive, I have to say. Very, very well done.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It's what crypto can do, and that's why I like to give a voice to crypto and say it should be part of everyone's portfolio, depending on your risk tolerance. That depends how much you want to put in, what percentage. Me personally, I'm young, so I don't mind putting about 50-60% of my excess liquidity into crypto, which is high for a lot of people, but it's an asset class that I believe it's going to continue to grow. That's not to say I'm not a bit concerned about the pump currently. So let me bring on to my chart.
Please do.
So basically, yeah, I'm looking at the chart now. And we are on a very steep sort of move up. We're currently sitting, as you said, just below the 44,000. We have hit 44,000. And I want to show you in the past cycle what the move was for Bitcoin. This is not something we haven't seen before. So this is the 2019, sort of the 2017 cycle that took us to 20K, and then the bear market that followed. So we can see that the bear market happened. We had a similar sort of capitulation. Imagine that as the FTX crash there. And then we had a move up. So if I bring into the Fibonacci retracement tool, which is something I like to use, you take it from the top, you take it to the bottom, very simple. And then you see how much it retraced. From the bottom of the bear market in 2018, we moved up about 350%. That took us to the 618 on the Fibonacci. This is normally where they retrace to before they take another move down. It's between the 50% retrace to 618 and the 786 if it's really looking, wants to go for a deep retrace. However, I like to get my profits around the 50 to the 618, just like it did in this bear market. So you can see currently, if we do the same sort, let me draw a line so we continue to see this. So this is a line at the 618 and also a line at the 0.5 retrace. That's just there. And now we look at the cycle currently. We do the same thing. We take the Fibonacci tool from the top of the cycle to the bottom, and we look at where we are now. What retrace have we done? We've completed the 50% retrace, and now we're on our way to the 618. That is between the 50 and the 618 is where I believe this rally will end. So it is an area. It's basically in a take profit area. There could be a bit more left in this rally, but it's turning into an area where profits can start. Where you can start taking these profits around here. So I would be putting sort of a warning out to people. You've made good money. Let's start taking profits. And I will be posting a few things on Discord for the crypto challenge. And I'll be talking to you, Martyn, about shall we be starting to take some profits and at what areas? So we are entering an area to start taking profits, a warning, a higher risk area to be holding Bitcoin. It's all about, is it a low risk area to buy Bitcoin? Is it a high risk area to own Bitcoin? And it's turning into an area where it's a bit more high risk to own Bitcoin. So what we can see is after that rally in 2018 with the bear markets, the bear market rally for Bitcoin, and it was 300% move, we came down about 70%. Obviously, COVID had a part to play in that, but even without that, it came down about 54%. So where does that take us if we have a similar move? The cycles normally play out quite similar, not exactly. Let's say we top out exactly where we are now. The minimum is about a 50% retrace, and that takes us back down to around that 20,000 mark. The mark we've been talking about, the 20,000, where I think we might be coming back down to. And also, if we come down lower to stop the COVID crash, if it was a 70% move down, we're looking at a Bitcoin that has taken us back to around 13,000, 14,000. So 15,000, we've said 15,000 is possible. It is still possible. It is still normal if that happens. So it is a warning that Bitcoin can come down. Maybe we should start taking some profits. So I just wanted to put out there that, yes, it's looking great. The 4-hour candle, we've had massive gains in the last few days with Bitcoin especially. So Bitcoin might start topping out. And the altcoins might have a run. So we might start taking profits from Bitcoin, let the altcoins run a little bit, and then start taking profit for them, and then go back to that sort of 50% crypto, 50% cash position. So yeah, I wanted to come out and put that sort of warning out there and what I'm doing with my money.
Sensei, thank you for calling in. Just before you go, tell people how they can take part in the crypto challenge. There's the $1,000 to $10,000, the $7,000 to $100,000. I'm showing your website here, and as again, all my members always get the best services for everything I partner with. There is a discount code, a lifetime discount, which essentially gives my membership for free. I'm just showing you website. Tell people how they can get involved, Sensei.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go to www.sensei-crypto.com. You can see the information there. Basically, what it gives you access to is one-on-one calls with me. Again, nothing's financial advice. I like to provide education and show you what I'm doing. So basically, you'd have access to a premium Discord. You can have access to what I'm trying to do. I've got 2 portfolios. One is I'm trying to turn 1,000 to 10,000, which Martyn's following and we're showing on the show. And the other one is the 7,000 to 100,000. We're trying to do that for the bull run. So our expected time frame is sort of in 2025. And we are getting there sooner than expected. The 1K portfolio is obviously is now only sort of a 4x away from that, where previously it was about a 10x away when we started. So if you did want to see what my trades are, not to follow, just to see what my portfolios consist of and how I'm trying to make some money, then please do check it out and sign up if you like. There is a 7-day free trial, and Martyn has the information for the discount. So message us on Discord. We'll clarify you're a member, and we'll pass on the information to you guys. So if you want to check it out, please do.
Sensei, as always, thanks for calling in.
Thank you for having me on the show, Martyn.
My pleasure. There's Sensei Crypto, absolutely great, and congratulations to him. He's done a fantastic job, no question about that. A superb job, in fact, on our crypto challenge. Do go and check it out. I am on it on the crypto challenge. Many of my members are on the crypto challenge. You do get a very good service with Sensei. He will do everything he can to help you. One-on-one service is available. You've got different levels of his service, whether you want the free plan or the premium plan. But remember, my members, if you take advantage of all my members' services, you will end up getting my membership for free just on Sensei's deal, let alone Alpha Spread and everything else that I provide for you. We're just about to go into our premiere. Robinhood's about to come out. There's the end of this video. Click above my head for Sensei's links, down below in the description. Over here, I'll put more information that you can check out Sensei's services. Until then, as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto, and of course, each other. All right, Sensei, I shall put that out as a video itself in a few minutes, along with the other 200 videos I'm doing at the same time. God, Sensei, I really need some help on this. The amount of comments I've got to answer now, and the amount of private messages I'm getting from Instagram, and it's hundreds, and I am still answering them all. Anyway, we've got a world premiere to go into. It's this video will take you directly there. I'm leaving Sensei on the screen just because I'm chatting with my mate now. There he is. We're having a chat. We should have done the whole shaking the hands thing, shouldn't we? We didn't do it tonight.
Oh yeah.
How are you, mate? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Good to see you. We forgot to do that. Anyway, here is the link to the premiere, which goes live in just a couple of minutes' time. We'll be there live. Let me share with you on the screen. Be there because we can continue the live conversation. We've already got 6 waiting. That's fantastic in just a few minutes. And the video is all ready to go. So join us for that. Let's quickly do Day Trader of the Day, shall we? Shall we do Day Trader of the Day? And let's bring it up here. Let's have a quick look. Let me bring up my score. Keeping Sensei on the screen. He's thinking, flipping out, I want to scratch my ear. Can you take me off camera or what? At the moment, I'm still red in the studio. I am down 0.23, but that's only because of Virgin Galactic. And if you consider the fact that they're down about two grand, I think that's testimony to how strong and diversified my portfolio actually is. I think Sensei would agree with that. Everything else is looking very, very strong indeed. And I'm not in the S&P. I'm not in that, too expensive. I'm not in Apple, too expensive. I'm not in Amazon, too expensive. Let's see where you all come in. Let me put some music on here. Let's have a quick look. I am up, Sensei's up 1.1. There you go. He had to show off, didn't he? He's got crypto, isn't he? He's a crypto boy, isn't he? 0.23. I'm down, so Sensei beats me. Oh, sorry, Sensei. Brickmark is up today at 8.32. We've got Henrik is up 1.61. So it looks like Brickmark is going to be our winner. Sensei Crypto, do more lives on your own channel. I'll super chat you instead of Martyn Lucas. Well, that's bloody nice, isn't it? He hasn't got a channel. He's on my channel. What are you on about? He ain't got time for that. Right. I reckon we're going to call it. I think we're going to call it Brickmark is our winner. We've got 4 minutes to go before the world premiere. Let's do that. Fantastic. There you go. And it definitely is Brickmark. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, that zipped right up across Sensei's head then. I did, there we go. Never mind. It wasn't too bad, was it? All right. That's, smashed. Oh, very good. Very good, Sensei. Look at that. From now on, we'll have Sensei just sitting there running the show. So, Sensei, what else have we got there? Have you got a subscribe? Yep. Marvellous. Subscribe. What else we have? Bit of music. Bit of the Irish music. Go on, do the Irish music. Can you do that?
Can you hear it?
No, it doesn't come through. Doesn't come through. That's a shame.
Fine, you have to wait for the Sunday show for that.
Yes, join us on the Sunday. Make sure that you can't miss it now, folks. You can't miss it, right? On Sunday, Sensei is going to be obviously on fire, talking about either Bitcoin's going to have gone up through 50,000 and gone berserk, or it's going to crash. Either way round, you can't miss the Sensei show. It's on the homepage of my channel, and if you've never looked, let me share with you where it is. If you go back to the homepage of my channel, look down here, upcoming live streams, what do you see? It's a TV guide. People keep asking me, where's it on next? Where's on whatever? Look, it's right there, upcoming. Look, 3 p.m. on Sunday in your time zone. It's all in time order on the homepage. Look, we've got tomorrow's morning, opening, closing, all in order. And there's Sunday, look. There's the TV guide, upcoming live streams. There's all your information for your alpha spread, all the reviews. We'll have our latest review there tonight. But that's it from me and Sensei. I think we'll all say goodbye on that note. That was great. Thank you ever so much indeed. Thanks for coming. I'm not going to roll the credits because we didn't get any super chats, I don't think, throughout the show or anything like that. And if I do roll the credits, it's going to go right over Sensei's face. He's not going to appreciate it. So I'm not going to do that. But we are going to get ready for our premiere. The link is in the chat. Join me, join Sensei, discuss more about crypto. And we've got a good crowd waiting. It's going to be a big one. Robinhood could be out tonight. Until tomorrow morning, as always, Sensei.
Take care of your money, take care of your stocks, take care of your crypto, take care of yourselves and each other.
Beautiful.